Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night Remastered in der Unlimited Bladeworks Timeline. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass wir gerade Toastsucker sind, weil das sieht mir nicht nach Shiros das Anwesen aus, sondern eher nach Toastsucker. Und die scheint wohl gerade aufzuwachen. Jeez. When I wake up, I have nothing useful to say. My body feels strangely tired and I can't move from the bed. My mind is the only thing that's clear, and I still blankly stare at the ceiling.
うすうすそうだろうとは思ってたけど、あれ、やっぱりあいつの記憶だったか。
I sigh and gaze at the ceiling. This sucks. He could have told me that I might get a glimpse of his memories while I'm sleeping, since Masters and Servants are connected spiritually. If he told me, I could have cut my consciousness, so I wouldn't have to deal with that.
起きよう。今日もいっぱいやることあるし。
I get my body out of bed. My body feels heavy, and my eyelids are as heavy as stone. I resent how I am not a morning person and slowly change from my pajamas to my uniform.
けど、まあ。
I'm not sure whether it makes sense or it was unexpected. He used to be a pretty hot-blooded man back in the day. I don't know who he was, but he seemed more honest in the past.
まあ、それもあんな人生を送った挙句、死後もこんな目に遭わされちゃ、確かに性格歪むわよね。
I have a brief laugh. My reflection in the mirror looks so serious, like I'm about to cry, so I try to laugh it off. Otherwise, I won't be able to face Archer at all. I get ready and drink the freshly brewed tea in the living room. I don't usually eat breakfast, so I'm quick. There's 15 minutes until I have to leave for school. This cup of tea is like a ritual I perform every morning to wake my half-asleep body.
リン、いつまで遊んでいるつもりだ。
Yet, there's one fool that can't read the room.
いつまでって7時半までよ。それを過ぎたら遅刻しちゃうじゃない。
誰が登校時間を言っているか。私が言いたいのは聖杯戦争のことだ。他のマスターと協力することは悪くない。だが、君の場合は選んだパートナーが悪すぎる。
はあ。
That again. Archer keeps on suggesting that I cut off my tooth with sheer amusement at every chance he gets.
だからその気はないって言ったでしょ。アーチャーはそう言うけど、私は適任だと思う。そりゃ戦力としては不安だけど、協力者としては文句なしでしょ。エミヤくんなら何があっても裏切らないと思うしさ。
本来、信頼は駆け引きで築くものだ。理由のない信頼など、それこそ信用ならん。いいか、あれは勝ち残れる人間ではない。協力者を選ぶというのなら、まだキャスターのマスターの方が賢い。
ふざけないでアーチャー。あんた、私にあんな下道と志を同じにしろっていうの？
I set my teacup down and look at Archer. Even if it was sarcasm, I can't ignore his implication. The atmosphere freezes. I'm seriously getting pissed and Archer looks like he has no intention of backing down. We stare at each other down.
確かに、キャスターは下道だが、あれはあれで実に魔術師らしい。その点で言えば、リンは戦いには向いていない。魔術師ならば、志より結果を取るべきだ。
皮肉を言っても無駄よ。私は方針を変えないわ。
まったく。どうしたのだ一体。エミやシローと知り合ってからの君はおかしいぞ。以前の合理性はどこに行った？
I realize that without you even having to say it. But I can't help it. He hasn't gained anything even though he is a mage, and he is dangerously narrow-minded. There's no use in trying to scheme against such a guy. And besides, he is,
リン、どうした？ようやく自分の愚かさに気づいたか？
そうね。ええ、私はどうかしてる。けどアーチャー、それもこれもみんなあんたがつまんないもの見せるからじゃない。
何？
いいわ、忘れて。とにかくあんたが私のサーバントである以上、私は私が信じることしかやらない。私はエミやシローほど甘くはないけど、それでも譲れないものがある。 相手が何者であろうとそれを譲る気なんかない。
I can't clamp down on the anger. And that makes me realize I don't feel any sympathy, even after learning about his past. I'm just mad.
ほんと。あーちゃん、返事は？
So I take it out on him as much as I can. The knight in the red coat sighs and assumes what seems to be his favorite pose.
仕方あるまい。主が不調ならば支えるのが進化の役割だからな。君が本調子になるまで陰ながら見守るとしよう。
And he replies with an answer that's neither yes or no. I wake up. I feel heavy, like there's lead inside my head. What is this? I haven't been waking up well lately. I don't know if it's because there's a lot to think about, or if I'm having a weird dream. Oof. Even though I usually don't dream, I feel like I've been experiencing something like a dream recently. Well, they were beautiful thoughts. I often vaguely dream of thoughts. Among them, his blades appear frequently. Oof, yeah, I like them, so what? I curse at Archer, who is not even here, and get out of bed. It is before 6 a.m. I can't be getting distracted by strange dreams. I should go prepare breakfast. Saber sees me off as I leave the house. I've gotten used to this lifestyle, and the morning passes by smoothly without anything particularly happening. I don't see Tosaka by the school gate. Since the only lead we had, Ise, ended up innocent, I bet she's busy running around gathering information. Yeah, but this is my problem too. I need to do some investigating as well. But the question is how to do that. Tosaka is probably investigating the people at school, so I should investigate the building one more time. Well, it is not like we will be able to conveniently find out what we didn't know before. I used the break and the first half of lunch to look around school, but I couldn't find any abnormalities.
何か知らんがお疲れ。
He must have finished lunch already, as Ise acknowledged my efforts while reading an old poetry anthology. Thanks, I will be having tea since I'm going to eat lunch. Wait, where's the teapot?
ああ、こっちだ。しかしな、今日は昆布茶しかないがいいか。
Then I will just have plain hot water. I just can't handle how thick Cape tea is.
そうかそうか。では明日までに職員室から緑茶でももらってこよう。
I leave a rather cheerful Ise to himself and pour myself water before I sit at the table. Guess I will dig in. I clap my hands together and open my lunch. At the same time, someone knocks on the door. Oh, there's someone at the door, Ise.
ん？こんな時間にか。
Ise slowly goes to the door. The visitor is Mr. Kuzuki, the teacher in charge of the student council. I run into him often, and I bet he thinks I let myself into the student council room overly frequently. I quietly eat my ground chicken lunch. He must have nothing to report today. And as Ise and Mr. Kazuki are just chatting. I munch on my food. I work on finishing up.
先生、そろそろ時間ですが。
そうか、邪魔をしたな。言わずとも承知しているだろうが、戸締まりは忘れないように。下校時間も厳守したまえ。
はいはい、分かってますって。
Mr. Kuzuki leaves and Ise comes back in a rather good mood. Wow, that was a rarity. Shoichi Kuzuki chatting with a student, and with a normally rather shy Ise. Well, they might get along because they're both stubborn, but it's still odd. Hey Ise.
なんだエミヤ。
You know I've been wondering for a while, but are you close with Mr. Kuzuki? Oh, he's surprised. No, it's fine. If it's private. I just thought that was the case, so don't worry about it.
ああ、違う違う。そういえばエミヤには言ってなかったな。と気がついてね。仲がいいのは当然なのだ。何しろ久月先生は俺の兄貴分みたいなものだからな。
Huh? Mr. Kuzuki is like Issei's big brother? Hold on, what do you mean?
だから兄貴分だって。総一郎。久月先生は3年ほど前からうちに居候しているんだ。見ての通り朴訥な人柄だが、裏表のない誠実な心をしている。同じ屋根の下で暮らしていて、人間として尊敬できるのだ。兄として慕うのは当然だろう。
Kuzuki lives at Ryodo Temple? I feel like the back of my head has been hit, but I force myself to stay calm on the outside and ask Issei to continue. Oh yeah, you said there's a woman lately, right? Does Kuzuki know about her?
知ってるも何も。あの女は久月先生の言い名付けだ。近々祝言をあげるから、それまで部屋を貸し与えている。
Dong. A second shock. Issei, I don't think you would just call her some new woman in that case. I try my best to object through dizziness.
見慣れない女は見慣れない女だ。久月先生の言い名付けであろうと、名前も知らない女など、それで十分だろう。
Issei ends the conversation clearly uncomfortable. Anyways, regardless of the source, this is news I can't ignore. So Soichiro Kuzuki commutes from Ryodo Temple and a woman who is staying at Ryodo Temple. I heard that Mr. Kuzuki's fiancé showed up about a month ago. If that was Caster, then we pretty much have our answer. Yup. So, that's what I heard. In class after school. There's only 10 minutes until we have to go home. But I tell Tosaka about Mr. Kuzuki. What do you think, considering Issei's situation as well? I don't think we should suspect him just because he lives at the temple.
久月先生か。マスターとしての気配っていうより、そもそも魔術師じゃないんだけどな、あの人は。
I don't know if she's even listening to me, as she frowns like she's not convinced. Not a mage. Oh, that's good. So we can count Kuzuki out then.
なんで？そんな怪しいやつ、マスターに決まってるじゃない。
Okay, I guess I'm starting to get used to this. But I still can't keep up with Tosaka's thought process.
今夜にでも仕掛けるわよ。学校に手を回して夜勤になるように仕向けるから。エミヤ君も準備しといて。
Was zur Hölle? Welche Kontakte hat sie bitte, dass sie das machen kann? Hold on, we can't do that. Getting him on the night shift? Are you saying we will fight him tonight?
当然でしょ。クズキが明日も学校に来る保証はないもの。機会は待ったなし。夜まで学校に残らせて、帰り道であいつがマスターかどうか試すのよ。
Let me ask just in case. How are we going to test if he is a master or not?
実力行使。エミヤ君の時と一緒。
Der Gesichtsausdruck dabei passt einfach zu perfekt. The way she says that sounds oddly honeyed. She really does like pushing people around. Maybe in another lifetime the two of us fought over a playground piece as children. I'm against it. There's got to be a less violent way to check. There's no need to take such dangerous measures.
危険じゃないわよ。私だって見境なしじゃないわ。影から軽いガンドを打つだけよ。もし久月先生が一般人でも2日風邪で寝込む程度だし。
Boy. Oh well, that's a problem too. If Mr. Kuzuki isn't really a master, then we'll get into battle right then and there. And as long as we attack first, we won't be able to talk to him.
わからないわね。それなら余計好都合じゃないの。一体何が危ないっていうのよ、エミヤ君は。
You also don't get it. I'm saying it's dangerous for you. Tosaka must have finally realized as she pauses, but only for an instant.
そう。別にいいわよ。それなら私一人でやるだけだもの。
She decides just like that. Oof. Damn it, I guess there's no use saying anything to Tosaka once she has made up her mind. Fine, I will go with you. I don't know what kind of crazy things you would do if I let you be.
それはこっちのセリフよ。まったく、何を言い出すかと思えば。下校時間ね。それじゃあ待ち合わせは午後7時。 橋の下の公園。戦闘になるだろうからちゃんと準備してくるのよ。
She looks away and starts walking. I leave the classroom after her.
では今夜キャスターのマスターに仕掛けると。
Well, we don't know for sure yet if Kuzuki is the master, but that's pretty much the plan. I give Saber a detailed account of today's events as soon as I get home. Saber agrees with Tosaka and already seems aroused by the prospect. So we won't be training today. I will prepare dinner right away, so let's get ready for tonight. Wait, is it bad to eat before going to battle?
なぜそのようなことを聞くのです。戦闘時に空腹では問題があると思うのですが。
Well, I thought it might be too heavy on the stomach. We don't even have an hour left, so it might be better to eat dinner once we come back home.
いえ、そのようなことはないと思いますよ。口にしたものを素早く消化するのも戦士の素質です。
Sie möchte unbedingt Essen haben.
普段から正しい生活と鍛錬をしていれば、食事はあまり問題ないかと。
Sie möchte einfach Essen haben. So does it mean I can cook dinner?
はい。そちらの方が大変力が出るのでは。
I see. Well, I've also trained so that I can move right after I eat, so I guess there's no problem. But well, I will still make something light just in case. Then I will be in the living room. But what about you, Saber?
シローの邪魔をするわけにはいきません。私はもうしばらく気を整えておきます。
I guess she means to meditate. Got it. I will come get you once dinner's ready. I leave the dojo. It's completely dark outside. We are meeting at 7 PM. So that means that we will ambush Mr. Kuzuki an hour after that. If Mr. Kuzuki is the master, then we will have to fight. Caster is as cautious as a cautious servant. If she found out that her master was attacked, we won't get another chance. Then we have to make sure that it is fatal if we are going to attack. We can't let the opponent escape and don't have the luxury of fleeing ourselves. No matter the opponent, in order to stop Caster from attacking all the people in the town, we must defeat her master. If all goes well, we will take away his command spells and he won't be a master anymore. But if worst comes to worst, and we are unable to manage it, it will probably turn into a fight to the death. Oh yeah, I have to take a weapon from here. The easiest thing to pass energy through is probably a wooden sword. My success rate at strengthening has been going up recently, so even a wooden sword would become a good weapon. But that is only the case for a normal fight. I will need a better weapon to fight against a servant or master. If I were being greedy, swords like this. I imagine what I saw in my dream. The black and white twin swords. They're a length that even I would feel uncomfortable using. And ultimately, I would be able to fight decently enough with them. I could protect myself without being a burden to Saber and be able to proudly say that I'm her master. Man, there's no use in wishing for something I don't have, idiot. I sigh and head to the porch. I will just do what I can do. For now, I will put my energy and strength into making dinner. Saber is so serious, but it seems like she looks forward to meals. It has secretly been my joy to make her happy with them. Also ich würde dann tatsächlich sagen, dass ich an dem Punkt dann jetzt auch diese Folge beende. Das passt eigentlich zeitlich ziemlich gut. Ich möchte einmal kurz... Okay, hier ist dann auch eine Entscheidung, die dann getroffen wird. Daher würde ich sagen, beende ich dann hier jetzt diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao!